Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Zips will kick it off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Western Michigan 7, Akron.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Akron's offense will go to work for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it from the gun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll try to get it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Zips want to pick up the tempo.
When you're going to run a comeback, right, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field.
And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
14, Akron, 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, it's Schultz. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get them.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get.
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
This is a designed run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Abraham. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And on second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking for a man. It's Schultz. He wants to take the top off. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And obviously on that third down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up fourth down.
He'll pull it down. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Feeling, and that ball's free behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Schultz. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Zips moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Finds his man down the middle. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Rhodes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. First down here with time for maybe 1 more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Western Michigan. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out.
A lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Schultz. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Abraham. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Looking for blockers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
And the Zips want to crank the tempo. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rhodes. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Zips will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got his man. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passing.
The expressway is wide open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and...
Touchdown, Broncos! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Western Michigan, 28. Akron, 0.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. And the Zips will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take over.
And the ball squirted out. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain,
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Schultz. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Looking deep. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Makes the grab. It's high. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. Now on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Zips!
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crime. A lopsided affair filled with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 19 to Buffalo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. To throw, it's Schultz. He's got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's going to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Zips are flying down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Going deep. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Jumped on top of the pile.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching